up, guys? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids. I'm with Craig from Tops Knives.
Hey.
And you guys know we're into everyday carry and talking about the gear you can have on you every day. Tops doesn't make a ton of folding knives, but they do have a handful that I was really interested in. So I'm going to hop around the other side of the camera, and then Craig's going to walk us through a couple different folders as well as a little bonus knife. And you'll see why we say that in a minute.
First up is another new knife for 2016. This is called the Tac Raise, which would be short for Tactical Razor. This is a friction folder, which is something Tops has never done before. We've done folders, we've done fixed blades, we've done quite a few things in our time, but friction folders are new for us. So this one was inspired, it's a straight razor. It looks like a straight razor. But we wanted to make something that was easy to carry, that was going to be light, you could just toss in your pocket and forget about it. And it's going to have a pretty good price point on it as well. We're shooting for a retail of 100 or less. That's our goal. We're going to try to do everything we can to keep it in that range. But you're looking at one of the options here. We haven't decided on the final option yet, but it is going to be a 1095 blade with a tumble finish. That tumble finish will be covered with a clear Cerakote, so you don't need to worry about rust other than on the edge and any of the engraving. And we're trying to decide still between handles. This is our Cryptic Cyber scales. This is black G10. We've got a red and black G10, a blue and black G10, and some micarta versions. And we're just kind of feeling them out to see what people like the most, and that's what we're going to start with. But we're looking to release this probably about mid-2016, maybe third quarter. So look for this one later in the year. It's gonna be a really fun blade to play with for sure. And like you said, it's an everyday knife. It's something that you can carry pretty easily. Possibly with a leather sheath option, similar to like a Leatherman type sheath. Something you just stick it in and have it there. Next up, we have the XS Delta. Now this is it's just a tank of a folder. I mean, when you look at this on the side, you can just tell it's over a half an inch thick across the handles here. The blade itself is 3/16, and it's made out of N690 CO steel, so it's very stain resistant, but still holds a very good edge. We built this as really, the fixed blade version came first. The XS Alpha and the XS Bravo, they were both made for search and rescue personnel. They were for guys that needed to be able to carry smaller knives, but they could still do harder tasks. And that's something that we kind of pride ourselves on. We have a lot of smaller knives that are still 3/16, quarter-inch thick. They can handle things that most knives can't. And we wanted to try to turn that into a folder. So that's how we came up with this one. It's got it's got a very thick frame on it. It's got good solid handles, and you still have a nice meaty blade there, but in a pretty small package. You're looking at maybe 7.5, 8 inches overall length on this. And that's with it open. So the XS Delta, it's been out for a while. Pick one up if you haven't. It's a beast. Last but not least, we want to give you a little shot at this one. It's the Thom Browne Tracker Mini. So this is the T4. Basically, we've been making the Thom Browne Tracker since about 2003, maybe 2002. And Thom Browne, he came to us and he needed a production knife company, somebody that could make large volumes of this knife. And the original version, as many of you know, is quite large. It's it's a small hatchet. It's a tool. It's a one-tool option for a lot of people. We've tried out a few different things, and a few years ago we put out the mini version, which you can see here, which is great as a neck knife, and again great as an everyday knife. We've seen people skin small game with this. We've seen people use it as contractors and any sort of manual labor. We have a lot of guys that carry this one around because it's not too large. It's not going to get in the way of their other tools. It's not heavy, but it's still very, very useful. So make sure you check out the mini Thom Browne Tracker.
Thanks to LA Police Gear and Anchor Power for supporting this trip to SHOT Show 2016.